My name is Grandmaster Bandalan. I'm the owner of the Bandalan Dosi Paris, representing the Dosi Paris to the Philippines. And at this time today, we'd like to show the basic of the modified system of the Dosi Paris. And at this time, we'd like to show you some of the strikes and blocks and the beginning of the salutation. And this is the first of the video that we're going to present today. At this time, I'd like to introduce Master Rod Chavez, who's been with me for more 25 to 30 years, been a national champion. And then I'd like to introduce Anthony Odeniza. He's a head instructor of the Bandalan Dosi Paris in Hollister, also representing the Odeniza martial arts system. At this time, I'd like to call the salutation. Ready? Salutation down hook. Salute. Okay, at this time I'd like to show the modified system of the Bandalan Dosi Paris. Sit back. Up. Okay, the first strike will be top of the head. On my count, ready? 1. Second strike will be to the temple strike. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Standing and salute. Okay, this is the basic. Okay, at this time I'd like to show you on the target area where someone is standing and the other one is striking. Okay, turn on. Go slow. 1. Maybe top of the head. 2. Temple strike. 3. 4 to the ribs. 5 to the ribs. 6 to the elbow. 7 to the elbow, 8 to the knee, 9 to the knee, 10 to the chest, 11 opposite, 12 to the navel. Standing and salute each other. This is the basic strikes. Okay, now we'll do it on each other on the modified strike. Okay, face each other, right it back. Break it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Standing. This is the basic strike on each other. Okay, we'd like to show you the footwork, how it's done. Now we begin the footwork from this position. Write it down. Well, whenever you strike on the left side, your left foot follow. When you strike on the right side, your right foot follow. As like number 1 would be your right foot. Number 1 be striking 1, right foot. 2, step back, left foot. Okay. 3, right foot. 4, left foot. 5, right foot. Okay, good. So you can see on the footwork that whenever you strike on the left side, left foot follow, right feet follow on the right strike. This is the footwork. Now, on the footwork, you have to make sure that you're holding a wide stand. Okay, a wide stand. Let me show you the sideway. Okay. 1, second one, as you can see, is right foot follow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, left foot, 7, other foot. Okay, thank you. Okay, at this time I'd like to introduce my assistant instructor, Jojo Fuentes. and my other assistant instructor, Tim Keating. They will do for you on the blocking of the modified strike. Okay, what we'll do, we'll begin from here, facing each other. Okay, you strike, and you strike, you block. Okay, number one, strike. Okay, now you notice how the block is done up here. Okay, two. So the tempo here. 3, 4, 5, 6, it's an underhand. 7, underhand. 8, also an underhand. 9, 10, 11, 12. Strike to the head. Good. Okay, on holding the stick, you have to make sure you have about an inch and a half on the bottom of your palm, because you'll use this down the line for butting or disarming. And your thumb is overlap thumb. And on your strike, on the modified, is the wrist will be this way. Okay? This is the old style, but this is the whiplash like on the stick. Okay? Again. Go ahead. Strike the head. 2. Again. 3. 4. Yes. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10, 11, 12. Right the head. Good, thank you. This is the modified striking and blocking. Okay, now let's try this a little advance on this modified strike. Okay? Okay, we're going to show the modified, a little advance on the modified is a 3-count strike on this modified system. Okay, we'll begin. Okay, 3-count strike. Slow. Okay? Okay, the modified strike number 1 at 3 count would be like this. You strike, block, I strike to the temple, panza, and to the temple. Okay? Number 2, he'd be striking here to my temple. I strike to his temple, here to his stomach, and to his temple. Okay? Number 3 is block to my temple, strike to his temple, strike to the belly, temple strike. Okay? 4, strike to his ribs, temple, panza, and temple. Okay? 5, cut across his elbow, to his temple, to his stomach, and temple strike. Number 6, to his elbow, to his temple, to his stomach, temple strike. Okay? Number 7, here, right across his elbow to his temple, across the stomach and temple. Okay. 8, underhand block here, strike to his ribs, come up, his temple, stomach, temple again. 9, cut towards the knee, temple, stomach, and temple. 10, block to my chest, temple, stomach, and temple. 11, temple strike to the stomach, temple. 12, block. That's it. Take my check in hand. 1, here's my hand, right across his palm. Okay, that's my check in hand. Number 2, as he strike on my temple, block his palm right here. Okay. Number 3, I can cross, or I can do this, but I'll do this just to block here. Okay. Number 4, this is a power strike. Since this is a power strike, I have to put my hand on the stick just to block his powerful strike. Same as 5. Same thing. Okay. 6, as he strike, my hand go underneath here just in case he comes down here. So just to block here, so he don't go down. This is palm up. They call it palm up block. Same thing, palm up. Okay. And number 8, as you strike number 8, palm up. So in case he goes down, I'll bring the stick up to this level. Okay. 9, same thing, palm up. Okay. 10, blocking his palm. 11, can go across there or here, but this is the best way. Okay. 12, I do my L strike and he blocks top of the head, and then he'll begin the number. Okay, this is a double stick, the same thing in a modified, but instead of your check hand, you have a stick on your hand with 2 sticks. Okay, we'll begin. Second one, okay. 2, to the temple. 3, 4, to the ribs, elbow, with the elbow. 8, to the knee, the chest, 12, hip blocks. That's the double stick attack. Okay, as you notice on the first strike, when you block with the stick, it's actually with the single stick you're using the check hand. So if instead of the check hand, you get the stick in your hand. You're doing the same thing with the check hand, but with the stick in your hand. And as the person attacking you, you take the aggressive stand of meeting his strike. If you know the system of modified, you will meet his strike and be very aggressive. I like number 1. Okay? I step forward and strike him here with my check hand, but it's a stick hand. Like number 2. As I block here, instead of my check hand, it's a stick hand. So I step in to meet him here on his strike, and from there, as you know, the number is 2, is temple right here. So as I step back, as he strike, I take I step forward, and I attack on this system. Also, if you want to step back, you can step back if you want to, just for a workout method like number 1. Okay, I can step back here. Number 2, I can step back here. Strike here. Number 3, I can step back. Okay, we have both ways. One you can attack, and one you can defend on this double stick. Okay, the Amara, the Dosipari is known for the Amara. In the Amara system, science tends to prove that whenever something is moving, the brain tends to react in any movement. So on your Amara, as you do your Amara, you're looking for a time where you can attack. So as I spin the stick, doesn't mean it's fancy. As I spin the stick, I'm trying to look for an opening, and at the same time, if I can hit you on the first strike, I'll hit you and come up and hit you on the other strike. So the Amara is designed to attack and defend. So as you can see on number one strike on modified, he strike me number one, okay? I strike him here, then I armor here. So again, he strike me here, top of the head, strike him top of the head, then I strike him here, and then here, and come out. Here, there, here, 3, here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. Rest now. Right. 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 You notice he's stepping forward just to get the leverage in front. As soon as you plant, you strike. You can see the... Okay. Good. Now slow. Observe how they come across the puncher strike. Across, his foot stepping forward, leaning forward, striking across. He goes up, he goes down, across. Good. Okay, continue. Coming down, right across. Underneath. Good. Sometime on this strike here, as you strike, you can start and you can amara and back up again and amara again. So you can apply your amara. This is just the basic strike. Then you add the other set. It's called the amara. Okay, this time we show another basic. It's called the punyo strike. Using a 1 to 12 strike, but all you do is just punyo to the head from 1 to 12. So as you can see, as you do the punyo, just observe well. Okay, strike. Right to the top of the head. Maybe a top of the head or tempo strike. All forehead, tempo strike. This is the basic, the modified. Okay, now we do the modified thrusting. From all the things that we did this morning, we do the thrusting using the modified strike. They call it single thrust. Strike me. Top of the head, step back, thrust. 2. You do a tempo strike. Step back, you thrust again. You do a 3. A tempo strike, back, and thrust. 4. Strike to the ribs, step back, thrust. 5. Strike, and you thrust. 6. It's an elbow strike. Stepping back, you thrust. 7. It's an elbow strike. Step back and thrust. 8. Strike to the knee. Step back, thrust. To the knee. Step back and thrust. Okay? 11. Back here, tempo and thrust. Tempo, back and thrust. And pull and strike. Now bear in mind, since it's called dosi pares, we can double up the strike. Let me give you a good example. Like number 1 strike. He strike me here, back here, I can thrust and thrust. I can thrust up to 12, since it's called dosi pares. Up to 12, okay? Number 2, back here, tempo strike, and thrust and thrust. So you can double up, triple strike as far up to 12. Now, on the strike here, you notice that the hand, in the dosi pari, the secret is the hand check. Okay, the hand check gives you and tells you what the person can be doing, whether he's going to counter you, stepping back, or attack you with a strong strike. By your hand check, he will give you the signal where his next strike going to be. And also at the same time, on the hand check, you can also disarm the person. So the hand check is the secret and the primary stick fighting. The stick hand is just secondary. The check hand is the key in sparring as well as disarming. Okay? Thank you. And Ralph step in. And so now at this time we'll have Master Ralph explain more about the hand check and about the sparring. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, hand checking is the secret to stick fighting. I call it a secret because you need the hand check in order to control your opponent's stick hand when it's coming to you. You want to redirect it when you want to make an opening for your strikes. So it's very, very important and it's very effective. So what I'm going to do is we're going to demonstrate some of the hand checking techniques very slowly. And as he strikes, I will check his hands. Okay. Okay, and as Grandmaster explained, disarming is a big part of hand checking. This is a very simple disarm from this position. I'll bring the hand up in my palm. I never grab the hand, always open. When I'm in this position, I'm starting to break his grip already, and I take it. Very easy to do. But people have a hard time getting in that position. So, like I said, it's very important that we learn this, and this is the more advanced stuff that students will learn after a couple years of the modified. So, I'm going to demonstrate it again. Okay, now what we just did is an exercise in hand-eye coordination. And as we get better, we'll go faster and faster. This exercise is not meant to hurt each other, but it can if you make a mistake. So we go. If you notice, I can introduce twirling in order to confuse him. Puños, strike the back of the head, down his legs. After a while, the better student will overtake the other, and the other will have to increase his speed in order to keep up with him. And this exercise really helps us when we go into the tournaments. Although we can't do everything that we want to do in the tournament because of our gear, we can use a lot of these skills, especially the disarming. You get good at that, you don't have to fight very long. You just disarm a couple times, you're done. Okay? Okay, keep in mind that this is free sparring. It's non-rehearsed. If it were rehearsed, you would not get anything out of it because he'd know where you're going to strike, he'd block. Now he has to stay on his toes. He has to move with me. If he improves, I have to improve. Otherwise, I can't do anything with him. And after a while, you'll see two students that get very good with each other. They don't go anywhere. It's like a clash because they know each other so well. So what I'd like to do is explain some of those hand-checking techniques a little closer, a little smaller. So as he strikes, it's open hand. And I like to do this with the base of my hand here at my wrist. And I block him this way so that I can cup him afterwards and take, for instance, if I do this, I can take his stick very easily. Very simple. Again, here, I can take him this way. There are other techniques. Again, here, up, take it out even easier with a little more leverage. So as he strikes here, I stop him. So if he goes down, I turn my hand around and I keep him here until I want to let him go. Because he can go, try to go. And I'm not grabbing his hand, I'm just cupping it. Now if he wants to go down in the opposite direction, go. What I do is I cup my hand in the opposite direction again. If he goes up, this way, down, this way. If he goes back this way, I stop him this way. If he goes this way, I turn my hand around this way. So he stops him in this direction. As he's doing that, I'll strike him. So now, like I said, I could redirect him. I'm going to let him go on purpose. Then he comes back. He has to come back this way. So I stop him at the elbow. At the same time I strike him. When I'm ready, I let him go. I strike him. He has to come back. I stop him again. Strike him here. Here. Back. Has to come back again. Goes through again. Same thing. Has to come back. So every time I stop him, it's very confusing for your opponent. They get very frustrated as soon as they feel that they can't move. And I'm stopping him every time he wants to go. I've had some of my opponents run out of the ring because they don't know what to do. And it's not because I'm hurting them. It's because they can't get away from this check hand. So I'm just stopping him. Again, here, here. And again, striking the whole time I'm doing that. And disarming. Okay.
Okay, as we know, the history of the modifier is from the Carca Cañete, which he invented this system in 1952, given to me, and I made the changes also on this modified system. The 3-count strike is what we added on to the system. And so we're going to show you the beginning basic of the old white stance, modified stance. This is the old style. So we'll begin. Let me show you how it's done. Wait till back. Okay. And it's a very, very wide stand, stepping out wide. Okay? Number 1 strike. Ready. All right. As you can see, the left foot leaning forward is coming back here. That's a wide stance. It's the old stance. Now, come back. Now the other stand is you just step forward and strike. No more. You just step forward. Okay, 1. As you can see, the feet is straight. Straight. This is the modified. This you carry this over on the sparring. So let's go back again. Okay, the old style. Okay, modify each strike, wide stand, 1 to 12. Okay, come up to standing. All right. From there, begin the 1 strike in the wide stand. 1 strike. As you can see, wide stand from there. 2, wide, bend it in. 3, 4, really wide stand. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this is the old stand. Now we'll begin the modified standing standing strikes. And this you carry this over on the sparring. Okay, ready? 1. There you go. Feet is straight. Okay, no bending. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this is the basic of the modified standing, wide stand and standing. Now we'll show you the other system. It's called the abecedario system. This is a very old system, abecedario. As you know, abecedario, the meaning comes from when during the time of the war in the Philippines, the Hakbalahaps, the Moros, the American soldiers went to the Philippines, and some of them learned about the Eskrima. Knowing that the Filipino didn't speak English, the American soldiers start naming the style by using ABC. For each strike, they go A, B, C. So abecedario was born. And let me show you some of the abecedario strike. It's very beautiful stands, very wide stands, and they call these the flowery style of self-defense, because it's like for a woman to do this, it's so beautiful, but yet it's a very, very deadly art. And Dione Cañete is a classical man to do the abecedario. He's known all over the world as the abecedario master. Okay, so we begin the abecedario strike. Number one strike, we begin white stand. 1. As you can see, you're stepping out at a 45-degree angle. 2, the other 45. Yes. 3, 4, white stands. 5, notice the lead foot. 6, the thrust. 7, to the knee. 8, to the knee. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? Okay, let me show you some of the counters of the abecedario. So we'll begin on his first strike, be stepping out at a 45, and he strike, I block his palm, strike to his belly, come up, strike to his temple, come around, strike to his kidney, and thrust to the belly. That's his number one strike. Abecedario. Now let me go a little faster for him. Okay, number 2. Up to the palm, from there, strike to the belly. Temple, push down, thrust. Okay, again. Okay, number 2. Up, here, thrust. Okay. Number 3. Here, up, thrust. Okay, 3 again. Thrust. Okay. 4. Here, stomach, temple, down, thrust. Again. 4. Okay. That's the 4. Now we can add the amara to this. Now let me show you how we add the amara. You always call it amara. Okay. Number 1. There. Hop. Thrust. Okay. 2. Hop. Here. Thrust. Okay. That's it. Okay. Let me show you the invert. The invert is designed stick always pointing down. Always pointing down. Using the modified strike. So as you strike me in number 1, my stick block, and strike to the top of his head, slice down. Number 2 is a block here, stick pointing down, and go for his temple here, and I thrust. Number 3, here, temple, come on, thrust. Now I can change that. Advance, number 1 again. Here, temple, thrust. 1, 2, 3, thrust. Number 2. Here, temple strike, thrust. Invert amara. 1, 2, 3, strike. Okay? That's the invert modified. Begin. Running well here. Okay, step out everybody, and Anthony. Begin, go. Okay, now this is the basic that we're showing you today. and we like you to practice, like to have you. And also be very, very careful in practicing this because this is a stick. It can cause serious injuries, so before you practice, make sure you have some training or someone can watch you, but be very careful. So we'll hope to see you again. Thank you very much.